In our news headlines for today, a 76-year-old woman lost her life, and a Jamaica Defense Force retired colonel has said that whilst the solution for the dangerous activities in Jamaica remains with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the entity has no credibility. The Municipal Police demolished stalls in downtown Kingston. Stalls on West Street, Princess Street, West Parade and along Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of the Coronation Market were all demolished by the Municipal Police. Representatives of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation carried out a massive operation in downtown Kingston and demolished dozens of illegally erected stalls and shops. The demolition exercise was carried out by members of the Municipal Police, aided by a strong group of members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Vendors were seen hurriedly pulling together their items and pulling down their wooden stalls and shacks prior to the arrival of the Municipal Police to their location in the Market District. A 76-year-old woman was harmed despite her pleading to these dangerous individuals to spare her life. Members of the security forces maintained a strong presence in several troubled areas across Montego Bay, St. James, following a dangerous weekend which saw 11 persons being harmed. 7 lost their lives, including a 76-year-old called Estriana Wilson, who lost her life in a hail of serious shellings by some dangerous individuals, even as she begged them to spare her life. Screams were heard and many persons were seen crying as tears flowed down their face. The happiness that should have been at a street party at Quarry in Montego Bay at about 5:30 on Sunday afternoon was replaced by sorrow when a group of dangerous individuals who came out of a Toyota Voxy motor car turned their dangerous tools on partygoers who ran everywhere to escape from the danger. However, they left a senior citizen who was sitting at her gate at the mercy of these dangerous individuals. When the shellings was over, the lady was found on the ground with multiple holes, along with 48-year-old painter McCallum, also called Border Blue. He had also passed away. Siblings Rupert and Patricia fought desperately to contain their grief and sorrow, but eventually they were overwhelmed by the matters that had occurred. Of course, Patricia and Rupert are still grieving over the passing of their mother. They said that their mother, Miss Wilson, was sick prior to this. According to Patricia, her mother had come out because a party was going on in the lane. She had come out and was sitting down at her gate. She said that she was sitting beside her. However, she made a decision to go inside because she needed to have a shower and just left her outside for a small period of time. She was still grief-stricken by the situation. She said that when she went inside, she heard some loud sounds, and then she returned outside and started asking for her mother. She said that she found her mother lying outside, and persons relayed to her that the dangerous individuals had come and caused problems in the area. She was told that a dangerous individual held a dangerous tool and pointed it at her mother. Her mother begged for her life, but the dangerous man said that all of the persons in the area must lose their lives. And they started issuing some serious shellings at the woman, and she fell on her back right between the garbage bin. Both Patricia and Rupert are still grieving. Rupert was seen crying as he could not come to terms with the situation. He also called for these dangerous individuals to lose their lives in return for taking his mother's life. He said that all of these persons who are found with illegal, dangerous tools should be taken out. He relayed that from he was a child, from you caught a man with a dangerous tool, you had to take his life. But the government alone cannot come up with this decision. We need community and the entire group of people to support this idea. Sending a man to prison for the possession of a dangerous tool does not help the dangerous activities in Jamaica. It only creates more dangerous activities in the future. If you catch a man with a dangerous tool, you should actually put it to him and take his life, because they have taken my mother from me, and this is getting out of control. The Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, along with Attorney General Malahoo Fort, Senator Charles Sinclair, and members of the security forces visited Quarry and the neighboring Norwood community, where 3 persons lost their lives between Friday night and early Saturday morning. They said that members of the security forces are active across the areas in Montego Bay. They have had 5 curfews in Montego Bay since January 1st, which means for 10 out of the 18 days, they have had sections of Montego Bay under curfew control. They had 9 areas cordoned off for search operations, external to those operational areas underground, led by superintendent and officers of the Army in Cambridge, Montego Bay, and Barretown, all covered by heavy security presence. Statements have been made in relation to looking at some of the legislation that they have to bring up to date. They are aware that they have been a bit behind in this matter, but they have been slow in bringing forward legislation to fix this dangerous problem. They need to refocus the relevant agencies, and they will be bringing several laws to the House very quickly during this first quarter of the year, including a new Dangerous Tool Act. The Attorney General also said that the legislation is now at various stages on the way to strengthen the fighting of dangerous activities in Jamaica. Third Defense Force Colonel Douglas has said that the solution to the dangerous activities in Jamaica lies with the Jamaica Defense Force, but this organization has no credibility. He further went on to state that there are few contributing factors to the lack of confidence in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and charged that until serious changes are made in the structure of this organization, each of its leaders will be given the proverbial basket to carry water. The solution to this dangerous activity in Jamaica is the Jamaica Constabulary Force, but the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not living up to their expectations. It allowed itself and its discipline to be eroded to such an effect that nobody has confidence in the organization. Some of the dangerous activities committed are because people have lost total regard for authority. And where does this authority argument arrive from? The first experience people have of authority is the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who visits the neighborhood, and some of them cause harm to other persons for something or the other. Some persons have their houses damaged. Of course, they eventually lose confidence in them, and then you get these dangerous groups developing because people feel that's all they have to do to defend themselves. You could put some dangerous activity measures in a million documents and legislation. However, nothing will work because who is supposed to enforce? The same Jamaica Constabulary Force, and they are the problem. But of course, he further went on to state that they will not accept it because it is not a popular thing to advance. Until then, anybody who goes there, including Major General Anthony Anderson as the commissioner, is being given a basket to carry water. It is a futile exercise. He further said that the commissioner should be commended for his efforts, but he did not give a true representation of the difficulties and challenges that he has been tasked with in trying to curb these issues in Jamaica. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.